Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Green Gear, 25% off. New merch. Promo code Jericho1, all caps, and the number 1. Please continue to follow me on JG Talk, at JG Talk on Instagram. Little 30-second clips, highlights from my videos. Very funny. Check it out. And tomorrow, my family and I, the Greens are going to Hawaii. Remember back in the day with sitcoms, everybody had a Hawaii vacation episode. I'll bring those days back. Anyway, my family were going back to Kona, where my wife and I got married 12 years ago. So our kids did not exist then. So I'm excited to take them there and to go back there with my wife, of course. But I'm very excited to see my kids just have a good time and play and flip-flops. And my son, he enjoys going shirtless all the time, so we'll finally have the weather for it. My daughter, she just wants to get her toes painted and wear dresses and flip-flops. So all of those things are going to happen. I'm very excited to see them enjoy Hawaii and actually have a family vacation. Speaking of family, here's a family we've all become far too familiar with. The Floyd family. Yes, the Greens are going to Hawaii. Well, the Floyds are going to D.C. That's right. George Floyd's family is being flown to Washington, D.C. on Tuesday to mark the anniversary of his death. They said, the article I read said that it was unclear whether or not George Floyd's family was going to speak in front of Congress. You think? Because they're trying to push through the George Floyd crime bill. This is who you chose to name a crime bill after somebody who was committing crimes. You got to be the collection of the dumbest people ever. You're naming a crime bill after a criminal. Nobody else? No one else you could have found to name a crime bill after. Man. And crime bills, that's perfect for D.C. Didn't our president have something to do with some crime bill, 1994, whatever? Nothing important. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to tug at the heartstrings. We all know that's all they have is heartstrings and emotions. So they're going to have them there to mark the anniversary of his death. You know, the man who got a golden casket and 5 funerals. So they are going to have the family come there on Tuesday to meet with the president. Now, I'm hoping this is the final stop on the Victimhood Express, but I might be wrong. I wish this was it. So we're naming crime bills after criminals. We're bringing their family to the White House to meet with the president and speak in front of Congress. Couldn't find anybody else in America worthy of speaking in front of Congress. And the body of Congress, not the individuals who inhabit it now. They suck. But Congress as an institution, if you will. But Floyd family, all right. You know what I hope? I mean, this probably is going to happen. I hope that our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. I hope that when he's sitting there speaking in front of his family and the nation, I hope that he has the biggest verbal slip up ever. You know he's capable. You know this. The Nazi flags, you already know he's capable of it. There's too much evidence of that. I know he's gonna get up there, be like, today we mark the 1-year anniversary of the death of George Jefferson. No, George Costanza. No, happy birthday to you. You know what I mean? He is totally capable of that, and I hope it happens. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. But this is what they're doing. You know what happens when you have a trapped animal? They will gnaw their own paw off to get free. And these people are looking at losing their power, and they can't have it. But the beauty of it is, the silver lining, if you will, is the more they try to save their power and the harder they go to save their power, the more Americans they're turning off. The more people that they're going to have against them come midterm elections. These high-ass gas prices affect everyone. Just months ago, it cost $65 to fill up my tank. The other day, I spent 93 American dollars to put gasoline in my vehicle. That's almost $100. So yeah, I'm ready for these fools to be gone. I'm ready for something to change. Soon as they turn off the pipeline, now we're having problems with gas. How in the fuck is that when we refine the gas right here? How is that? Anything happening to Russia's pipeline? That's a whole nother video. But Trump was in bed with Russia, but we let Russia have a pipeline, but we're shutting down American pipelines. Anyway, Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, you know, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical. You know, Miss in charge of the border. Miss, I haven't been there yet, but I've been making phone calls. Okay. She told George Floyd's daughter that your father, this is a quote, your father changed the world. Let me say it in her other persona. Girl, your father changed the world. Let me say it in her other voice. Your father changed the world. I'm sorry, I don't know who she is. Is she regular Kamala? Is she black Kamala? Indian Kamala? Top 100 most influential Asians Kamala? She has so many faces. She's like the witch in that movie Return to Oz. It's like the Wizard of Oz on acid. But in this version, it came out in the 80s. It's crazy. And if you saw it back in the day, it holds up over time. But in this one, the witch, she changes heads. She has a room full of different heads. You know, like the mannequin heads that they put wigs on. She has something like that, except they're real human heads, and she changes them out. That's Kamala. Someone tell me the name of that witch. That's going to be another name that I call his fool. But she told his daughter, your father changed the world. So because he ingested drugs, coupled with an officer's stupid things that he did, he dies, and he changed the world. Well, I tell you what, they're trying to change America in his name. They're trying to reform police. Let's say reimagine policing in America. Reimagine? Are we designing a home? Or are we trying to change the face of the greatest nation on this planet? Reimagine policing in America. The part of this bill will outlaw and bar or ban chokeholds by federal police. Okay, so you're on a violent perpetrator's back. Now what? You start hitting him in the back of the head? What do? I imagine some officers with their training would probably try to put him in a chokehold, restrict his blood flow, knock him out, make him comply. But federal police, if this goes through, you're not going to be able to do that. And they also want to take away, I can't remember the name of it, but basically, or was it something, immunity, where the families or the families of officers who committed abuse against people will now be able to sue the police department. Was it qualified immunity? Something like that. I can't remember. You guys know. Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, basically now, if say your family member was abused by the police or victims of actual police brutality, you wouldn't be able to sue the department. Or is it either the department or the officer himself personally? Either way, that's going to be changed with the George Floyd crime bill. Are you kidding me? So his family gets to come to the White House. I wonder if Kate Steinle's family came to the White House. I wonder if David Dorn's family came to the White House. If he did, it would make sense because it's under Trump. Jocelyn Adams, did her family get to come to the White House? Shit, they probably didn't even get invited to the mayor's mansion. But George Floyd's family is coming to D.C. I wonder who's paying for it. Just a question. This is where we're at. crime bills named after criminals. How sad is that shit? This is what we wanted. Not me and you, but this is what they wanted. Biden perverters worrying about stupid shit like this. Taking time out, taking our tax dollars to speak to George Floyd's family. I think we've heard enough from them. Like I said before, he had 5 funerals. They like to invoke Martin Luther King's name all the time. How many funerals did he have? I'm going to go ahead and bet his casket wasn't gold. Man, please, let me get the hell up out of here and go with my beautiful wife and kids and go to Hawaii. I'll try to do a couple videos from there. I obviously won't be doing them every day. I'm going to try to spend as much time as I possibly can with my kids. I'm going to try not to be like my dad. When we were going on vacation, my dad would have us up at like 5:30 on vacation. I get it now. You don't want to waste your time, spend a lot of money, a lot of planning, and you want your kids to enjoy. But I guarantee you this, we will have fun. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.